y'all, welcome back to my channel. I feel like some of the girls, I ain't gonna lie, and it's even the guys too, or if you want to be 9 to 5, then you can be 9 to 5, but I feel like a lot of y'all have been sugarcoated y'all whole freaking lives, and then reality sets in and you realize it never was, it never gave what you thought it was. I'm not sugarcoating nothing over here. Like, I'm giving it to you real raw and straight for a reason, because that's how life is gonna give it to you. What I really wanted to speak with y'all about is why I had to start taking my life seriously. I had to do a complete 360, y'all, from how I was going with life to where I'm doing now, because I knew I wanted more for my life, and I knew I wanted bigger for my life. And I knew that in order to get the dream life that I wanted, and in order for me to be where I want to be, I had to switch some things up. I can't be doing what I used to do, because that's just going to keep me to where I was, and I don't want to be there. You see what I'm saying? And that's something I want to promote to y'all too. You know what I'm saying? If you know you want something bigger, or you know you want to go after you know, something different in your life, and you keep doing the same thing that you're doing, how you gonna be able to get to something new but you still stuck with what you was doing? You're not gonna go nowhere. I just graduated from college in May. Yay, kudos to me. But I just graduated in college in May, and I just knew that, like, I wanted something different. Like, I wanted something more. Like, if you watch my last video, then you know, like, my testimony with everything, and I still have more testimony videos to come out with. But I knew from the jump, like, me graduating after college, I wanted more. And in order for me to get more, I had to switch some things up. And so me moving all the way here to Texas, and then me actually, you know, being on my grown woman stuff, like learning how to do my makeup, learning how to do my hair, you know, being routinely, waking up at an earlier time, being clean, not being lazy, like all these little things is going to contribute and are contributing to me getting to where I want to go. Like, I see myself on a bigger platform. I see myself bigger. I see myself doing more, doing better, making more money, doing all this stuff. And so I knew right after graduating college, I didn't want to be stuck in college, because a lot of people graduate college and then they get stuck in college life. Even for high school, a lot of people graduate high school and then they get stuck in high school life. I knew every time I graduated from something, I knew, okay, what's next, what's more, I need something better. That I had fun, that was a good time, I learned my lessons, I learned my good stuff, but now I need to go on and do something bigger and more. And so that constantly changes, and like my life is constantly changing, because I don't just graduate and I stay where I was at. No, I graduate and I want something more. And I think that's what happens with a lot of people. I'm gonna let y'all know right now that I love y'all, because I just paid $3.99 a month for some new storage, because I need to record these videos. I don't pay for nothing, okay? But yeah, graduating from college, I just knew, like, I wanted to just be different. I did not want to be how a lot of people was. And so I knew I had to move different, think differently, and act differently. And so one of those things that I can definitely say helped was, like, actually starting to take my health more serious, like eating healthier, eating cleaner, working out, stuff like that. It definitely helps your mind feel better. Like, I feel happier, jollier. And also, I ain't gonna lie, but with my transition to where I'm at now, I didn't do this alone, baby. It has to go through prayer and fasting, period. Sorry to tell you, but I had to pray and fast and get in my word and get into the Bible. And that's something that I want to commit to y'all too. Like, a lot of y'all just be praying, but y'all don't be fasting. Some of y'all, I ain't gonna lie, y'all need to not just pray, but y'all also need to fast. If y'all haven't tried fasting, definitely try it, because it changes your life for real. And like, it really, you know, taking some stuff away so that God can fill you up, and God literally does fill you up. So, but anyways, back to the main subject of it all, was that I literally, you know, once I started being healthier and started wanting to intentionally be healthier, my life literally changed. And it helped me think clearer. It helped me move differently. Like, I woke up in the morning not feeling tired. I woke up in the morning ready to go to work. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely grateful for where I am now. Like, I wouldn't be here without God, number one. And like, I definitely take in the blessings that I have. Like, I literally graduated from college, got a job, have a car, have an apartment, living good, you know, not doing too much, not doing too little, but I'm not where I want to be. And of course, I'm grateful for where I am at now, but I know that I have to start taking life in my own hands. Well, not in my own hands, it's also in God's hands, but I had to start having a redirection to life. I can't be moving how I would normally move because I know where I want to be. I know where I want to go. So I got to switch some things up. I got to start disciplining myself. I got to be consistent. I have to start waking up in the morning, taking care of myself. I can't go outside looking how I did back when I was 20, 19 years old. I got to come out looking like a 22-year-old baby. Realizing, you know, especially right after I graduated, like how fast I graduated, and just seeing how other people's lives, like when I was a freshman in college and then like they was a senior, so they graduated, and then now I graduated, and then to see them that they a senior but their life still look the same, I was just like, yeah, I don't want to be that. And so it also made me realize like how fast time goes, and like you really, like, I hate when people say, y'all gonna shoot me up for this, I don't care, but I hate when people say, oh, you're so young, you have all the time in the world. Now you 36. You still got all the time in the world. You're young. Like, at some point, we got to take away that I'm still young, I got all the time in the world out of our hands, because at some point, you're not going to be young no more. And so you got to start acting now. I hate when people always put that narrative on everybody. Like, for some people, okay, cool. That narrative might can work for some of y'all, but for people who out here who want something more, who out here grinding and want something better for themselves, that's not gonna, that dog ain't gonna hunt, honey. At some point, you gotta let the you're young, you got all the time in the world mindset go. You're not young, especially as soon as you turn like 21. Baby, you're a legalized adult. You got to start moving like an adult. You're not, stop moving young. At some point, you got to put in an age to where it's like, okay, I got to stop moving like this. I got to stop moving childishly. I got to start actually being grown, doing grown things, making decisions, making sacrifices, doing certain things. You can't go out every single weekend at some point. At some point, you got to understand, I can't go out every single weekend. I can't go to every single event. I can't do this. I can't do that. At some point, you got to understand that in your head, because if you still always have I'm young and I'm turned always in your head, well, you gonna be young and turned when you 36, and you gonna be still looking for a place to stay, still looking for how you gonna pay your bills, still looking for how you gonna keep it cute. Y'all want this imaginary dream soft life, but y'all not doing the imaginary dream stuff that y'all need to do. Everybody can't have a soft life because everybody didn't come from a soft life. So at some point, you got to make the soft life for yourself. Leads me to like my final point is like, at some point for myself, I had to realize that I'm not like everybody else. I knew my calling was different. I knew my mindset was different from the jump since I was a jet. A jet means young child. Sorry, I have a little Florida in me. But you know, I knew from a young age, like, y'all, like, I knew I was different. I knew I was built different. I knew I'm not like everybody. And it continued throughout the rest of my life. I'm 22 years old right now, and I can still tell you to this day, I know I'm different, and I know I have a calling in my life. Do I know exactly what it is? No. But do I know God has put me in situations where he's shown me, like, Shekinah, you're different. Nobody else can do what you can do, because you're different, and I put you in room so you can see it, basically, not to stay there. And so that's the same thing for y'all. Like, at some point, y'all gotta realize that you have a special calling in your life. If you gotta learn how to take yourself out of being in the 99% and realize that you're different and you're special, and make the moves to be that. You can't be still and stuck in the same spot and think, oh, I'm different, and oh, I'm doing big stuff, but you still doing the same thing everybody else is doing. Don't sit up here and portray that you hot stuff, and in reality you not. Don't sit up here and portray to your friends on social media and all this stuff that you got all together, you making all this money, you doing all this big stuff, but then when you look at the mirror, you crying at night. When you look at the mirror, you want to commit suicide. Trigger warning. When you look in the mirror, you want to sit over here and be depressed and cry about your life. You can't do that. And this is why I titled it, at some point in your life, you're really going to have to take control of your life, because I'm so serious, y'all. You only have one life, and you can't sit up here scrolling and wondering, hoping, and manifesting, and that's it. At some point, you got to take control. You got to take the necessary actions to get there, so you can start manifesting something different. A lot of y'all find yourself still manifesting stuff from 10 years ago, 5 years ago, 3 years ago. At some point, you got to start understanding, okay, what I'm doing is not working because my vision board still low-key look the same. my dreams still low-key look the same. You ain't accomplished nothing. You ain't did nothing. You still got the same picture on your vision board for the past 5 years. Hello, so make something change. Something has got to change. And so that is what I'm leaving y'all with. But I hope you guys enjoyed my video. I hope I didn't hurt too many feelings. But nah, for real, I really do want to be y'all big sister. Well, not y'all big sister, because girl, I'm still young. But I don't want to be no big sister. Anyways, but I hope to see y'all in my next video. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. And follow me on my socials, y'all. I'm blowing up on TikTok a little bit, so. Nah, but for real, follow me on my socials. They'll be down below. And see y'all.